Hello everyone. Bloody hell, it's been a day, hasn't it? Oh, it's been such a day. How are we all doing? Ooh, look at my face, is so shiny. Shiny and bright. Hello, Nummy. Hello, Vera. How are we? Are we well? I hope you're well. Cool. Well, I'm going to assume that you're well. Okay, there we go. ICU is went well, so I'm great. Excellent. Well done. ICU is in intense care unit, or as in something else that I've encountered so many acronyms over the past week that I'm dead to the acronym. I don't know. Awesome. Well done. I understand that is quite a strenuous one. Intense care is whether sorry, yeah, intensive care, obviously. Oh God, you say the wrong word one time. Oh, it's almost like you need to be specific about things. So, welcome along everyone in chat, and also people who are watching but who are not in chat, because that is apparently a thing too. I was not aware of. Hello, Luna. I have no sound because you're shooting. Oh, shooting zombies. Okay. Hope you're all well. Aww. Luna. Very well. Yes, treats for Nummy, richly deserved. Okay. Now, I'm quite excited about this because I've had people telling me how wonderful this particular game we have coming up is for quite some time. So I'm hoping that they're excited about it too. I tell you what, the music is pretty impressive, and that's just the title screen. But yeah, you can't hear that yet, I don't think. So we're just going to crack on with the game. Now, can I check that everyone can hear everything okay, that the game sound is coming through all right? Because I had some technical issues earlier where my screen just failed to register a lot of things. Soundtrack to all three games are excellent. Sounds legit. Can't hear any game. There is meant to be game music. It's telling me that there's game music. What about now? Might be quiet. It's quite loud in my ears, which is why it's... Okay, so that's loud enough. It's not going to be too loud for you all. Emotional game music. Okay, cool. Well, if it's too loud, we'll tell you. I'm sure, of course you'll tell me. I'll crack on then. Effect me, mass. Start a new career. Okay. What extras do we have? Just to see. Achievement, options, credits. Interesting. Okay, cool. Start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
I'll pay attention to me.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Due to your covert N7 status, ID records are incomplete. Please confirm the identity records below or register manually. Ooh. No one's going to pressure me into romancing anyone. I will be romancing of my own volition. Ooh. Okay. First in chat. Like, I am very open to anything in terms of who, what, where, and why we're going to do. Are we going to go M or F? Male, female. Cool. So, which are we going to do? Because I feel like customizing my character a little bit. There is no romance in one, and I will not hear otherwise. Totally fine. I am quite happy playing a female character. To be fair, I find like whenever I play games on my own, I usually choose a female character anyway. Not always, but sometimes. Quite a lot. 70% of the time, probably. Jennifer Hale, and you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't pick her. Fair enough. Okay, well, we have a minute left, so but I'm going to start customizing in the meantime.
Please log in to access your profile.
Jane. Suggestions for a name as well are welcome. Like, I've no objection to Jane, because it's a very outside Xboxy thing, but, Curbella. Okay, yeah, let's go with Curbella. Sorry, force a habit. Kirbyana. Kerberina. I'm not a Pokemon. Okay. Curbella. No, we'll go with Curbella because I've never heard that one before. I thought I got to decide what I looked like.
Data corruption detected.
Oh,
Please
I do.
reconstruct profile.
I see.
Confirm pre-service history.
Oh no, I do still look like this. Okay. Both of your parents were in Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships, stations as they transferred posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following your parents, you enlisted at the age of 18. Well, that sounds like a terrible human being. Hey, Tex! Welcome on in. You were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindwar, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance parole, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Basically, you were enlisted at 18, is what they're saying. That one's slightly more D&D than everything else. You were an orphan raised on the streets of great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped life of the petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting. Basically, you enlisted when you were 18. Oh, the first one sounds awful. The first one sounds like you were a Star Trek crew member. That's basically Wesley Crusher. The second one is, and the 2 and 3 are basically. I'm fine with Wesley as well. I've got no issue with him, but it is basically Wesley Crusher. So it's the choice between being an orphan on Earth or being the survivor of a dragon attack. I mean, Raiders attack on Mindwar. Will Wheaton! No, I love Wesley Crusher, and Will Wheaton, who plays him, is an absolute champ. Let's go with colonist, because it's slightly more interesting than being an
Confirm
orphan,
psychological profile.
avoiding crime by joining the army. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments, psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived all. Now you alone are left to tell the tale. Well, that's, again, very D&D. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming... Guess we can't avoid being a space cop. I like colonist better than being goody two-shoes I hurt Earth gangs. Yes, thank you. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. So, kind of a Kirk-type character. Throughout your military career, you've held fast to the one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating and brutal. This sounds more like... Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. Nami, I get the feeling this is the option you picked. What do we think about... yes, you did, okay. I mean, they all sound quite good. Like we got... Yeah. Can people tell me, do they affect the gameplay at all, or is it just background? It's just dialogue, okay. I feel, based on dialogue choices, also that stare that she's giving me at the moment is terrifying. I feel based on dialogue choices, I don't want to be constantly reminding people about how I'm a war hero, because that just sounds shit. You know, ooh, I was in that battle that one time. Sole Survivor sounds like it could have some interesting stuff. Psychological stresses and things, that's interesting. Or military career being brutal also sounds interesting. Nami's already done Ruthless, so let's go with Sole Survivor and see how it goes.
Military specialization.
Soldier. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of firefights. Improved health, can specialise in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armour, and can train in the use of heavy armour. Oh, this is D&D. Dommy Shep, I see. I don't want any conversation about Dommy Shep in my chat. So I think I've made the right choice. Engineers are tech specialists using a holographic Omni tool. They can decrypt. I've seen your text, Devera. It's yeah. I know my chat. Using holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. That sounds like it could be interesting. I like pistols. Adept are biotic specialists. Throughout upgradable implants, they use biotic powers to lift, throw objects, shield the squad, and disable and destroy things. Can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. So it's like an engineer, but with psychics. Not going to say there's a class that's by far the best, but which one's the one that's by far the best? Combat and tech abilities specialise killing and disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained in the use of Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialise in pistols or sniper rifles and wear medium armour. So that sounds like the best one. The psychic one sounds really interesting, and I'd love to go back and play it with the psychic stuff. But the infiltrator, who destroys stuff at long range. Sentinels combine typically they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt tech attacks. They're more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialised weapon training. Biotic warriors. Are we saying the Vanguard is the thing? They specialise in pistols, shotguns, and wear medium armour because they're psychic and have a shotgun. Is that what we're saying? I appreciate your psychic pew pew. I appreciate your passion. Do you want to show me your working? Why Vanguard? Why? I mean psychic, but also short range guns. Whereas the Infiltrator, sniper rifles and pistols, that is my jam all day. Shotguns are OP in the first game. I do like being OP. And what about the psychic powers? Are the psychic powers good? You can take people out from across the room with a shotty. I mean, that is desirable. Yes, the psychic power. All this means is I'm going to have to go back and play it again as the other class.
Confirm facial identification.
No, change appearance. Facial structure. I'm not going to take this to chat just because I... Oh, interesting. We have scars either way. Neck thickness. Wow. They really... Face size seems to do... Oh no, it does do something. Interesting. Cheek width. Let's just go with that. Cheekbones. I don't really do any of these other ones. I just do like eyes and eye shape. Eye height. Sure. They look fine. Brow depth. God knows. Irish colour is the one I do. Ooh, deep blue could be fun. Because you combine powers to get increased damage. So if you like squad mates whose powers combine well with the class you picked, then it works well. I like rogues. Rogues are great. Ooh. Lavender eyes is quite an interesting one. Let's go with that. Jaw, mouth, nose, no. Okay, hair colour, there we go. Can we have something insane? I'm feeling, yep. Oh, and also hairstyle, okay. Oh, that's quite good. I like all the different options. They've got good options here. I'll give them that. Where's that one? There we go. Hair tied back. That suits me. Lavender, oh dear, you should have called her Mary Sue Shepherd. Don't understand any of this stuff. Cool. Fine. Scar. What was that? I quite like the ones we had to begin with. Bit of everything. Cool. Hey, Sen. And you revoke trees. Mass Effect for the first time, indeed, yes. Pretty sure Ellen doesn't have lower eyes. No, I'm saying nice things. Hang on. Right, Luna. Not her hair. I see. What's wrong with lavender eyes? Kirby, would I be... I think the 4th or 5th person I know in the community... Yeah, doing purple hair. Really? Hair is cool. Eyes are Mary Sue. Well, tough. I like him. So... Nah.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Once you confirm your character is complete, you'll be unable to change the settings.
Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty normal. Okay. Level scaling what? In classic mode, the original 160 will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. Oh, so you level up once and you get double the points. Fine. Subtitles. Leave those off. Squad power usage defensive. Autosave on. Thing. Okay. I'm going to leave it as the default options for now because I don't really know what I'm doing. Subtitles might be nice for viewers. I'll change them in a second.
What about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
I'll turn them on in a sec.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
The year 2148, explorers of Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. The decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis of this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery... Damn it.
Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Shepard walks into people.
Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain.
Oh, that's
Stealth
Joker.
systems engaged.
I think I've heard about
Everything
him.
looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Right, options. Gameplay. Where is it? Where have I got the thing? Subtitles, there we go. No. Did that save it or not? Gameplay, let's check. Yes, okay, great. Yes, no, I am definitely recognising that voice. I think he also does a voice in Saints Row 4. He's got a very distinctive voice. Cool. I mean, it's very pretty.
Just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay, and there's my...
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Put your name. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Do I want to investigate, or I'm ready to go? How investigaty should I be in these kind of situations? I feel like it probably wouldn't be asking me if there wasn't something to do. Okay, so I can complete it. Like, I feel like I know enough. But it's not going to harm anything if I don't, like, I'm not going to find out that I've missed some vital bit of information or something, am I? It feels like that would be the right option to go with. Okay.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Oh, it's Ashley. I've heard of her. She's the space racist. I had a feeling Joker was Seth Green. It sounded like Seth Green.
Attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Oh dear. It's a space queen.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Who's the most boring man to ever exist? Just so I know.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
He'll feed you reports for your mission.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Excuse me. Okay.
Perimeter secure, Commander.
Right, this is...
Smells like smoke and death.
Yay.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Use the option button to holster or draw your weapon. Use RT to fire. Does it not? Okay, so it is. Okay, apparently that's not a thing. No one will ever compete with Garrus, not even Sebastian from Stardew. Wow. Big words. Where am I meant to be going? Okay, crouch with the...
Oh God, what happened here?
Okay, shotgun versus pistols. Okay. No, Jenkins! Maybe we should check on Jenkins. Thank you for reminding me. Oh no, Jenkins is dead.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on. We still have to find that beacon.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Hang on. Let's just... What are we saying? Leave right, I guess. How about a Garrus emote for Kirby in the same vein as Texas Sebastian? I mean, I do still need an emote. I did think my first one might be a facepalm, but Omni Gel can be used to bypass decryption electric, defeating enemies and opening containers. Use Y to...
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard.
As you gain levels, use the squad screen to improve your team's abilities.
I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
What? Cool, I don't know if I can possibly do Garrus justice. Okay. Attack target. Move to a point or attack a targeted enemy, regroup and follow me. this all seems fine. Is there anything over here? Feels like there should be something over here. It's really weird not having a sprint. There are no containers, I see. Oh, I can actually chest high wall it. Good, 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 good. What? No, I see. Hey, spacist. Subtle. Pink stormtroopers, yes.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
No, that's cool.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
I need a status report, now.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
You're coming with us, Williams. We need that beacon.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Fair enough.
Move out!
Right. Remind me what the button is to change weapon. Press the thing to access the mission computer and then go to the squad screen to spend talent points for new squad members. Bloody hell. What's the button to... Oh, it's LB to change. Okay, go on then. What are we doing? We're going to squad. Squad lets you talents, something, select a talent and a rank. Do. There's Kerbella Shepherd. There's Ashley. There's... Cool, I have thing. We've got shotguns. Required assistance. Assault training. Melee damage, weapons damage, blah de blah. Throw, don't think I'm going to use that. Powerful Mass Effect field that wreaks havoc on subatomic. Charm. Charm, that sounds like something I might invest in at some point. Okay. Oh, do I have to put these points? No. Oh, I don't get... Oh, okay, I can't choose. Interesting. Intimidate. Opens up new dialogue options. Always put points in charm. Throw, lift, barrier. Bolsters your kinetic shields. Decryption, first aid, sentinel. Right, one in that. And one in that. Okay, and Ashley. Assault rifles. There we go. Combat armor. First aid training. Why can I not level that up? Okay, assault training. Soldier. Oh, let's do one in that. Okay, we've done everything. Awesome. Definitely level Charm and Intimidate as they unlock certain dialogue options. Yes, I intend to. Let's save. New save. Oh cool, it does a manual save. Interesting.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
That seems like a thing I can interact with. Open the crate. Change thing, mission select, equipment section. Bloody hell. Cycle items, select an item, equip the selected item, upgrade an equipped item. Okay. Corbella Shepherd. Shotgun, assault rifle. No, we want armor. Biotic hamp. Okay. Okay, so I've changed the armor, right? You're already using Onyx 1, and yours is better anyway. So we just leave everyone there and save stuff. Spectre skill as soon as you get it, because that gives you Unity, which tells you. Cool. Move to the edge of cover, RT to fire, hold LT to lean out and aim. I mean, there's nothing to aim at, is there? That doesn't look like a shotgun. Okay, let's try this again. Just okay. Okay, I have got a shotgun equipped. I think. Press X to throw again, a grenade, and okay, no, we're all good. Everyone's good. Nice. Alright, cool. A pistol and a sniper rifle.
This is the dig site.
Interesting.
The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Let's get moving. Williams, where's the camp?
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Interesting.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive!
What did the Geth do to them?
Space zombies. They're not that smart, I'll give them that. Right. Okay.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. If any squad member has the retire, you will be able to unlock the thing using the description to repeat the sequence of button presses before... What? Oh, okay, cool. Fairly simple.
Humans, thank the Maker. Hurry, close the door before they come back.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers. Bringers of darkness. Heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
I want to shoot
Hush,
you.
Manuel. Go lie down.
Yes,
Feel
hush,
better once the
Manuel.
medication kicks in.
Get up, move. Oh, anything in here? Oh, yes, there is. Cool. What did I get? Omnigel. Don't know what that is. That sounds cool. Hey, squad. Oh, we got... How have we got 6 points? Bloody hell. So we said we wanted to charm and intimidate as soon as possible. Then we've got... Cool. Done that. I mean, that's pretty basic. And we're saying unlock shotguns. What does shotguns do? Does lots of stuff with that. Okay. Fine, let's go with that. Boost accuracy, increase damage with headshots. Cool. You. You seem thoroughly useless. Decryption. Do I have decryption? I don't have decryption. Let's level up your decryption. And... that. Whoops, didn't mean to press that twice, but never mind. And that. Cool, Ashley. Got 4 points. Well, he does. Increases weapons damage. Let's put 2 in that. And assault rifles. Put another 1 in that. Cool. Equipment. I feel like we had some stuff. Duelist 2. Why can I not wear that? What's wrong with that? Can I not wear it because it's for a different race or something? Assault rifle. So I've got an assault rifle, but I've also got a shotgun, which is so that's just a generally worse pistol. Can use the sniper rifle though. That's cool. Got grenades, biotic amp, armor. Okay, right. I'm alright, but you, what have you got? Light armor. Okay. You have an assault rifle that is better. You have a pistol that is better. You have a sniper rifle. Can I have a sniper rifle as well? Can I equip more than 2 weapons? Right, let's see what Ashley's got. She's got a better thing. A better pistol. And... oh, interesting. You can't judge it by the numbers. Oh, that's strange. Right, I'm going to try and equip a sniper rifle. Where's it gone? There we go. Reaper 2. Cool, I've still got the pistol equipped. Oh no, it only lets me equip 2 weapons. Oh no, okay. Save. Okay. Oh, and I can press B to melee. That... no, I can't. That looks like a thing. Okay, well, bollocks to it then. I thought I had a shotgun. There we go, there's a weapon wheel to choose. To change weapons, do the thing. That's the Reaper. This is... I do not know how to bloody use these weapons. Just... oh. Oh wait, that does more damage and is more accurate. Right. How do I get my shotgun out? What? I now don't have pistols. I do not. Fuck it. Yes, Mass Effect inventory management.
Saren.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
There we go.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Right, let's have a quick look. Well, that's him dead. What are you shooting at? Is there something I can't see? It feels like there's something I can't see. Come on, up slightly. There we go. Down. There we go. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's someone's head. God damn it, it seems to be acting like someone's head. Yes, snipers are reusable in the remaster, it seems. Containment cell. That looks like there is someone behind this wall. I was shooting you. You should be dead. Whoops. Building hill on the right. Okay, good to know. Right. Let's reap some reap. Okay. Okay, we can't skip cutscenes, that's irritating.
Saren.
Nihilus.
Well, it didn't
This
say
isn't your
explosive,
mission,
it
Saren.
says container.
What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Why can I
Don't
not
worry.
skip?
I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship.
Look at the size of it.
Ha! Explosives, is it? Cool. Oh look, there's a building off to the right that I knew about all on my own.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that! We survived! If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance!
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Okay.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
If there's something you're not telling me...
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
You're holding him...
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably
Yes,
deserve
Luna,
it
the
more
character
than I
got called Curbella.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Stinger 2 pistol, weapon upgrade, combat sensor. Cool. Equipment. Stinger 2. And save. Cool. Here's some stuff. There's some stuff. There's a guy on the floor.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Medical kit. Yeah, but that's a medical kit. Go on then. Hi.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us at the moment.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
You're saying Nihilus was murdered by a Turian?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune.
Oh yeah, have some grenades, not this experimental tech. What a dick.
Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
I'll do.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Oh, didn't see what that was, but to hell with it. We've taken it now. Oh, that looks like an interesting man coming around the corner. I mean, the shotgun's alright. For the pistol seems to do more damage. Adrenaline burst, overkill. Oh god, do I have to use squad management? Sabotage. What's a warp? Use R. Shooting me in the back, you pricks. Cool. So I have R to use marksman or use warp. Increases pistol damage. Damages all nearby enemies and makes them more vulnerable to damage further. Okay, cool. Hey, Alba! How's it going? We're playing Space Cops. Which is fun so far, I'm enjoying it a lot. How was your stream?
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony.
How was your stream?
Leave
What were you
no
playing?
Evidence that we were here.
Thank you for doing the shout out, Nami. Blair Witch. Oh, excellent. Did you finish it? Oh dear. Many people left. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least you made it through. Let's try that. Let's try some nice old... Where are we going? This way.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Go on then. That looked like a bomb. Yes, it was. 3 charges remaining. Okay. 2 charges remaining. Alright. I'm sure it is, Albert. From what I've heard, that game can be a lot to handle. Okay, cool. That was a thing. Charge over here. Oh, for God's sake. You, shotgun. Oh, well, never mind. Shotgun. Hey, disarm. Cool. Wow, that was pretty easy. Done it. Pfft, beaten Mass Effect. One game. Don't know what people are going on about. Nice. There's got to be a way to run. Come on. Oh, I'm meant to go that way. Is that what it is? Okay. Going in the wrong direction. It would help. Shotgun and a thing. Let's try some equipment. Weapon upgrade. Okay, cool. Show me the shotgun. Shotgun is the Scimitar 2. Pretty much the same thing. Pistol. No, I've got the best pistol. And I've got the best thing. Okay. Don't know why I can't wear that one, but okay. That one. Okay, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Cool. Save. There we go. Yeah. I just want to have my space battle. I don't. I'll be honest, I quite like the pistol. You may call me basic. Oh, no, you're the wrong person. Okay, cool. Promethean Beacon.
Normandy,
Pick up a lot of
the beacon
guns.
is
Okay.
secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something.
I am enjoying the sniper rifle.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Don't worry, I'm alright. It's all good. You can call me basic if you like. Oh no! Stop.
No, don't touch it. It's too hot.
Interesting. It's interesting that their roles are switched if you play different genders. Different sexes. I don't know.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
I know that voice.
One of the humans may have used it.
Oh, that's Deanna Troy. Yeah, hang on. Not eating food. Okay, enjoy your food, Alba. Hey, Lux. Welcome on in.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
Hey, Lux. People have called me basic for giving her violet eyes and
You had us
purple
worried
hair.
there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Your t-shirt matches my headphones. I didn't realise it did. Oh yeah, said she was a Mary Sue. That's fair.
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
The character is a Mary Sue.
It's my
Fair
fault.
point.
I must
All
have
right,
triggered
I'm
some
sorry,
kind
Maggie.
of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you.
Is that voiced by Meryl Streep, by any chance?
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Carolyn Seymour. Interesting.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Meryl Streep. I didn't realise that pissed you off so much, Lux. I'm sorry. Nihilus is dead, the beacon was destroyed, and the Geth are invading. Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Do we have any? We don't have any points. That's a shame. Where am I going? Presumably out of here.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Hey, Kaiden.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Go on then, he'll be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
Nice little beef casserole.
There.
Very
you
nice.
did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre
It's Shepard,
killing
not
another.
Cruz.
The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
My family were homesteaders on Mindwar. I'm the only one left. But I've moved beyond that.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain's briefing was confidential.
Understood, ma'am. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Definitely not Meryl Streep then, okay.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
Okay, good egg then. Right.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I
should
see.
go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Psychic headaches. Use a Jean Grey.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Everyone on this ship has to do his or her part, Williams.
Well, that was a
Remember
little harsher than I was expecting.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So that was Paragon +2. Do I have stats? Do I have a thing where I can see what my... Hang on. Okay, no. Journal. No, I'm still the same. Okay. Cool. Okay, can't talk to them. Don't know where I'm going. Chakwas. Maybe I'm going this way. Captain Anderson.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Yes, boss. Let's run up some stairs. What's up? Where's Joker? He's around here somewhere.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Okay. Joker. It's you. It's me, Shep.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flying in the ship thing again.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers on any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Locations are marked on your map. Open the mission computer with Blur to access it. Oh, on my map. There we go. Bank, Emporium, Citadel Tower, Board Access, Embassy Lounge, CSEC. There is a store. I can go and spend money. Follow the pulsing arrow. Go on then. Does anyone know how long Mass Effect 1 is? Just so I know.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
We can't shoot the people. That's... No, disappointing. Damn it. Right, go on then. What's this? Major locations, explore the Citadel. Okay, sure, sounds great. About 10 hours. Really? Yes, he was also later in Saints Row. So presumably I need to go to the Citadel Tower. No, 17's a bit shorter than the other ones. Okay, 17's still not bad. I thought it was going to be like 50 hours long with all the side quests and oh, who's this?
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his
Is it just me, or
activities
does
are classified.
Garrus look
Couldn't
quite a
find
lot
anything
like a
solid.
cat?
but I know he's up to something.
I'm beginning to see
I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard.
Hey, Sledge,
Maybe
welcome
they'll
on
listen
in.
to you.
Don't seem to be a person. I'm just trying to see if there's any of these people I can talk to. No, just people. You. I mean, you're all beautifully modelled, but not interactable. Okay, you're a guy on a bench. You look like a prick. Let's. No, can't talk to you either. No, don't get the weapon out. Damn it. Right, map. Where am I meant to go? Council chambers. The opposite way to the way we're going. It is the opposite way, isn't it? Plot. Yes. It's back that way. Can also be beaten in about 19 hours. Then you really have to ignore everything except the mains. Okay.
You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
Oh, for God's sake, this map is impossible. I thought it'd be up there, and then it was, but it looked like... Ah. See, I haven't done anything with Mass Effect Andromeda, because I've heard it was kind of a bit meh. And I don't know if that's going to be the case, or if it's just going to be the case for someone who... Yeah, I don't know. I've heard good things about Mass Effect Trilogy and then slightly...
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Less so about Andromeda.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
That's
An
fair enough.
eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Let's see.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams?
I mean, I kind of feel like you should have a story with a conclusion.
I agree.
Sometimes writing something.
Our judgment must be based
and
on
letting it
facts
end
and
is
evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
But yeah, I guess they couldn't continue.
You've made your
After
decision. I won't waste my breath.
Which one was Farlam?
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Have they announced that they're doing a Mass Effect 4?
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Thank you for that recommendation, Dummy.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
That guy's up to something.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need
This
this.
seems like a mistake.
It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Cool. Is this a train thing? Oops, didn't mean to put the weapon. Sorry. Right, where am I going? Council chamber. Presidium. Doesn't sound like the right place. Let's try this. Presidium location, ward locations. Chora's den. Go on then. New. A gentleman's club in the wards. That sounds thrilling.
That's her.
What?
Those were Saren's men.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
I got business here, but not with you. Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
But I want to get caught in the middle. That sounded interesting.
Hey there, sweetheart. Have some fun?
Rex,
I gotta say, that soldier get-up looks real good on that body of yours. Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down beside old Harkin? Have a drink. We'll see where this goes.
I'd rather drink a cup of acid after chewing on a razor blade.
You trying to hurt my feelings? You gotta do better than that. After 20 years with C-Sec, I've been called every name in the book, princess.
Call me princess again and you'll be picking your teeth up off the floor. Now tell me where Garrus is.
Okay, just relax. Garrus, you say? You must be one of Anderson's crew. Poor bastard still trying to bring Saren down, huh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Well, I still want to shoot him, Zen. I want to shoot him.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex.
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right.
I wish you'd kept talking. I could have heard some lore. Right, is there anything down there? Is that somewhere we're meant to go? Where am I? Jorasden Fist's office. Lower markets. We can go over there. Upper markets. Upper wards. It seems like it's quite big. Is that actually a place I can go down, or is that just a... No, it looks like this is just a small area. Okay. Let's have a look. What we got? Map. Okay, cool. Okay, so it brings us up to like this other area. Expat store, med clinic. Then we've got go to the med clinic. Cool. Okay. I've got a... Oh, hello. You're a thing. They said there'd be an alleyway there, and there wasn't. I don't quite understand this map. Or is that the alleyway? No? Okay, weird. Right, let's keep going this way then. What was that? Something about a place to go down? Did someone say quotes? No, Alba, no one said anything about a place to go down. Emily Wong?
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay, no, we need to go around here. Right. Like, it's very atmospheric. I like it as a game. It's very...
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut, Aurora. Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr.
Sometimes
Michelle,
you get
are you
lucky.
hurt?
No, I'm okay.
I can see we
Thanks
like him,
to
Nami.
you, all of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Then what?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Okay, let's keep Garrus. Oh no, I can only have 2 squad members. How awful. Cool. Oh god, we actually have to have equipment here, because... Right. You're all good. Okay. You have no armor. Why can you not use... Oh, Turian, right, I get it. I see. But it's medium armor, so you can't use it. Oh, alright. So you've got all the same stuff anyway. Right, all my stuff is better. Let's fuck it. Let's just say save and then go from there. Okay. Welcome aboard, Garrus. Right, where the hell do we have to go? Citadel Rapid Transport to CSEC Academy is downstairs. Come on then, let's run downstairs. Oh.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
Don't kid yourself, it's even bigger than it looks, is it? I see.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Even aliens. You're racist.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Go on, then. CSEC Academy. Come on, Rex.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Interesting. And those are the elevator screen things that you can skip sometimes. I see. You coming? Yes, you are. Okay. Where's Rex? There he is.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
I think we're gonna get along just fine, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Go on then. Okay, so they've got a bit of each. Yeah, go on. Hey guys. Right, map, what have we got? Where have we got to go? Where's the thing? What's the crack? Oh, there's the rapid transit dooley mabob. Wards, and we wanted chorus then. Dream team. Let's just save very quickly. Walk out here, get attacked again, presumably. No? No attacking us this time? I do like that you can just pull your guns out in the Citadel.
Fist knows we're coming.
And there are also red triangles on the map. Every mission, I see. Oh, I've got 6 points as well, damn. Right, we've got all of our charm and our intimidate maxed out. Increases damage with shotguns. I mean, I could max that out straight away. That would be great. But let's what does tactical armor do? Let's have a quick look at that. Damage reduction and stuff. Unlock lift. Okay, so these are my powery type things. Warp. What does warp do? Weakens armor, inflicts damages over time on enemies caught in the area of effect. Right, so I'm gonna upgrade me pistol. And then I'm gonna upgrade because so throw. That's force push, right? Cool. And I can't save now, so that's disappointing. Let's just pull that out.
Take cover!
Come on, get out. You're shooting a wall.
Shields down.
Cool, that was fun. I force pushed him and he died. Right, you, down here. I see. Oh, that's nice. Right, let's heal up a little bit. Okay, like, they have some really interesting with each other. Okay.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway. It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Cool. Can I open each of these, or is it just the one I get? Okay, cool. Whatever.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Tell me where the Quarian is and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
What are you doing? The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I am in charge here. You ever pull another stunt like that?
It was the only contract I had left. And don't we have something more pressing to worry about?
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Let's go now. Oh god, there's a timer. How are there more bad guys left? Can you open the door, please? Okay, where do we have to go? Alright, where are we going? Okay. But where is this meeting with the person? Does anyone know where I'm meant to be going? Oh god, I've got 10 points for you. Turian agent. Let's make you the best damn Turian agent you can be. Decryption. And 2 points there. You can be the best damn Krogan battle master that you can be. Barrier, warp, don't care. Combat, armor, and assault rifles. Great. Right, let's just wing it. Okay, so presumably we can only right, there it is. Can I not use the... Where the fuck am I meant to be going? Like, this is not... Okay, in the alleyway, right.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off. set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Don't worry about Fist. He got what was coming to him.
Then I guess there are two things I need to thank you for. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Logical. Nice.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
Interesting.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
This is a lot to handle. They might just ignore everything we tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Interesting. I've never heard of this character whatsoever. I'm going with the dream team. Gonna go with the dream team. Cool. Okay, cool. Right, how are we doing on time? No, not too bad. Let me go for another half hour. Let's see. No points. Almost a level 4 though. That's cool. And a map. Right, where do we have to go? Where do we have to go? Avena. Wonder who Avena is. Am I going the right way? Yes.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Okay, let's go investigate. Posh bar over there. Where's the posh bar? Embassy lounge. Bosker, talk with the diplomat. Righto. Oh, was there a little weird alien person about?
Allow me to be your guide.
No? Okay. Right on.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
I'm here on behalf of Samesh Bhatia for his wife Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
Does anyone know anything about this in particular? I don't like making the wrong choices during these kind of games. But also at the same time, like, yeah, research. Well, 12 months worth of research. It's really going to be a lot more dead bodies. I don't know. One of the that's the problem is, like, I can see the logic behind it, and yeah, blue is usually the nice one.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Yeah.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I am out here fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
I don't think that we, Hello.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Interesting. Okay, well, it was a weird little side mission.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
Your wife is coming home, Mr. Bhatia.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel Space Station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
So, by us returning his wife's body home, does that somehow affect maybe Mass Effect 2 or something?
I'll pass.
I apologize if you found my service unsatisfactory.
No, you're
Submit
fine.
any complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
I can't shoot
Have a
you.
nice
You're
day.
clearly a real person. Right. Journal. What am I trying to do? Do I have like an active? Covering. Return to Fist's office. Okay, I'll do that. I can do that. That's the thing. Come on. Didn't mean to press exit. Sorry. Go on then. Ward's location. Hootimadu. Chorus Den. Ooh. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Kirby will not go, ooh, that was such and such. He'll go, I don't know who that was. Surprisingly, I do often remember characters, but based on my previous records, you may be making an observation that is not unjust, but I'm generally okay at remembering characters within certain reasons. A thankful letter later. Okay. Okay, that's I'm not a big fan of the mini-map on this. It's not a very helpful map, I don't think. But that's a pretty minor complaint to make about a game. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Bigger map in the menu. Yeah, even the map. Sorry, the map in the menu is also not great for what I would consider. Like, I don't find it intuitive. It's not terrible. It's just not great. Deliver the information. Upper wards to deliver it to her. Okay. Yeah, it takes a bit to get. Yeah, that's more what it is. It's not bad. It's just wards, and I want to go to say med clinic. Objective marker. Yeah, that would be really useful. Oh, hello. I haven't scanned you. Keep a scan. Okay, I feel like she was down this way. No. I keep pressing that button when I want to go to the menu, and it's actually to bring out your weapons and shoot everyone gun. The button. I'll tell you what, Sen, keep coming back and you'll find out, because I'll play through them all.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Hey, true dungeon meowster. How's it going?
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else?
Good, good.
That would be
Glad to hear it.
Quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Blair Witch, right, okay. Alright, what are we even doing? Scan the keepers. Unusual readings. Let's see if we can... Do they show up on maps? They don't seem to show up on maps. Investigate. Go to the Hydra system in the August row. I don't think I can do that yet. Scan the keepers. Citadel Rex. Expose Saren. That's all I've got left to do. Citadel Tower and the Presidium. Okay. You only get blobs on the map. Kill me. Citadel Tower, there we go. Oh, Alba. Hey, Sammy, how's it going? Sobbing Blobby.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Taking a break from Back for Blood. Yeah, sounds good. Well, we're fighting space zombies in here, so... right, anything... Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
Okay, so I don't recognize Dvalin. Who is it meant to be? Lust will never be sated. Always fight the same zombies. Yep, space zombies. Hey, Sledge, welcome on in.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic
Armin
civilization.
Shimmerman. Is that
Saren finds the
Dr.
conduit,
Prick
it will
from
happen
DS?
again.
Oh, Quark.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life.
Okay.
He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
So it's
A
Quark from
fleet
Deep
cannot
Space.
track down one man.
A Citadel fleet
Really?
could secure the entire region.
tell us all.
Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
Quark.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Quark is the space business person from
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of
Deep
the
Space
Special
Nine.
Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres
Oh,
are
cool.
trained.
Nummy's got you covered. Sledge.
Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I mean, I'm not though, am I? I'm the second.
What's my first mission?
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
He sounds so angry all the time.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bonus. Spectre training talent unlocked. Hell yes, whatever the fuck that means. I'm so here for it. Ooh, there's another little alien dude. Not really a dude, more just a... Oh, was that the first one? Never mind, that's the first one. Okay. Right, what do we even got to do? Okay, we're level 4 now. We can upgrade Charm and Intimidate. Increases health, accuracy, effectiveness of all other attacks and powers. So basically, it is the ultimate ability ever. Right, let's grab these two. Grab one Inspector training. And would also invest into Spectre training for the Unity skill. Let's have a look at the Unity skill. Oh, this is the one you were telling me about before, isn't it? So, do I need to revive teammates? Can I not just let them die? Intimidate. I seem to never use... yes, I can let them die. Interesting. Intimidate. I don't seem to ever use that one because I tend to be a bit of a wuss and a nice guy and go for the charm option instead. Do you always have like a charm option, or is it just like a case of you know, sometimes you won't have a charm and you'll have to intimidate people? They revive under the fight usually. Great, that's fine. I don't mind shooting people. It's a game. I appreciate the challenge. Is it worth investing in both charm and intimidate is what I'm asking. I don't like... Nah, I'm being a Paragon-y type goody two-shoes apparently by going with my natural instincts. So, yeah. Just be good to know, like, roughly whether it's worth investing it at all or not. Usually have both options. In which case, I'll invest that in Spectre training for now, and I keep wanting to calling space training. Spectre training for now, and then we'll investigate other bits later on. Right. You're a Turian. Oh. You're great, but you're not useful for much. Okay, wonderful. Warp and barrier. Let's do that. You reach in my opinion. Yeah, you can choose one or the other, but sometimes if you only have enough, not really worth doing both. Concentrate on one. Oh, that's annoying because I wouldn't have bothered on Intimidate. Okay, well I know for now. Decryption. Let's investigate. Invest. I keep wanting to say invest, but then I say investigate. It comes from work. Okay, we're all done now. And our journal. Let's see. Citadel expose Sauron. Scan the keepers. 4 out of 20. Bugger that. Speak to the ambassador. Let's go speak to the ambassador wherever he is. Is it Thursday? No, not not today, True Dungeon Master. I'll be watching it on Monday.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
But yeah, I don't have.
Humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Don't have the. Wow, it's just too late, unfortunately. As nice as it might be. Oh, quiet you. There we go. Gareth? Who's Gareth?
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Sometimes.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failures, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Interesting. So I could have totally missed that quest just by walking past at a slight distance. What's Mary Sue now? Damn you. Damn you, Tex.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Rex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Oh yeah, if you haven't already, check out Oxventure, it's very good. It's a lot less rules oriented and more humour. But definitely worth a watch. Cool. Where the hell am I? There's a person there. There's a thing over there. What am I doing? What's going wrong with my life? Speak to the ambassador. That was it. I had to go get a train or something. What's the one these lot do? Can't not mention that one. It's fine, Elmer.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area. Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers?
That sounds
or
like
has the
Mercer.
Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
What's going on here?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
Yeah, everyone knows. Right.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
I'll keep working on it.
This one will continue to spread its message.
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself, would that take care of things?
As long as it stays in approved areas once it has the permit, yes. That would solve the issue for me.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Stop pulling out your weapon every time. Okay. Resolve the dispute. Right.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Okay,
I'll keep working on it.
No, I need to go get
this one will continue to spread its message.
Go and purchase it from somewhere. Oh, hello, you. Over there. Scan you. I don't know where I need to go to get the solve the dispute. Okay. I think we've been going long enough. So I am going to, I think, call it a day there. So thank you very much everyone for coming along. As you already know, I am Kirby Roston. I am a charity streamer. I have the organisation Roll Together. I am currently raising money for cancer research, for which there will be a link in the chat very, very soon. Let's see, apart from that, I will next be streaming on Tuesday when we'll be back, most likely with Jedi Fallen Order. And yes, excuse me. Let's see how we go there. If I don't speak to you all before, have a lovely weekend. We're going to go give Jax a raid because he is online at the moment. Let's do that. Yes. Apart from that, everyone, have a lovely time, and I will see you all again very soon. All right. Bye.